Both India and China are militarily powerful nations. India and China has fought one major war and many skirmishes along the border. Today in this video, we're going to compare the air force strength of China and India in detail. Let's get started. First, let's compare the Air Force personnel. The Indian Air Force currently has approximately 140,000 Air Force personnel, whereas the Chinese Air Force currently has around 400,000 Air Force personnel. Total aircraft, naval and Army's aircraft are not counted. The Indian Air Force currently has around 1,800 plus total aircraft. Now coming to the Chinese Air Force, the Chinese Air Force has around 3,100 plus total aircraft. Combat aircraft comparisons. First, let's compare the stealth fighter jet. India currently doesn't have any stealth fighter jet, but is developing its own stealth fighter jets for future induction. On the other hand, the Chinese Air Force has currently 150 plus J-20 stealth fighter jet. China is also developing its second stealth fighter jets, Shenyang J-31, which is also going to enter in service soon. Multi-role fighter jet air superiority fighter jets comparison. The Indian Air Force currently has 26 Dassault Rafale, 272 Su-30 MKI, 22 plus HAL Tejas, 66 MiG-29, and 49 Mirage 2000. The Chinese Air Force currently has 400 plus Chengdu J-10 to 566 Shenyang J-11 J-16, 97 Su-30, 24 Su-35. Interceptor fighter comparison. The Indian Air Force currently has around 100 MiG-21. On the other hand, the Chinese Air Force has around 90 plus Shenyang J-8 and 300 plus Chengdu F-7, which is licensed-built version of MiG-21. Ground attack aircraft comparison. The Indian Air Force currently has around 120 Sepah Jaguar, while the Chinese Air Force also has around 120 Xi'an JH-7 fighter bomber aircraft. Strategic bomber comparison. The Indian Air Force currently doesn't have any long-range strategic bomber. The Chinese Air Force currently has around 110 Xi'an H-6 strategic bomber, which is licensed-built variant of the Russian Tupolev Tu-16. Airborne Early Warning and Control Comparison AWACS. The Indian Air Force currently has 5 active AWACS. In comparison, the Chinese Air Force has 45 plus AWACS. Reconnaissance aircraft comparison. Both the Indian and Chinese Air Force has 5 reconnaissance aircraft. Electronic warfare aircraft comparison. The Indian Air Force currently has 3 Gulfstream 3 aircraft. In comparison, the Chinese Air Force has around 28 aircraft. Thanks for watching.